Hi YouTubers, I've come across a need to do some screen capturing. So I found a piece of software called Camtasia 2018, which I'll use for that purpose. And now I'm interested in knowing about cameras and microphones for that purpose. So in this video I'm going to test out a few different options to see which one that works best. One is the built-in camera and microphone for that matter in the Dell Latitude 7490 laptop. Reasonably new Dell laptop PC. The Logitech 922 ProStream webcam. And in terms of audio, I'm going to try out the Shure MV51 microphone. I'm going to try the Zoom H2N. And I'll also test it out with a lavalier mic like what I'm doing now. It's a Røde Lavalier mic. And finally, I'm going to test out a cheap pair of headphones. So just to make absolutely clear, this part of the video is not taken with webcam or anything. It's shot with a Canon EOS M5. So let's get to it. So now I'm on the built-in webcam and microphone in the Dell laptop. And it seems like the maximum resolution is 1280 x 720. And it should be able to run 30 frames per second. So let's see how that works out. And let me try to read some test sentences here so you can get a feel for the microphone. The small pop gnawed a hole in the sock. The fist twisted and turned on the bent hook. Press the pants and sew a button on the vest. The swan dive was far short of perfect. The beauty of the view stunned the young boy. 2 blue fish swam in the tank. Her purse was full of useless trash. The cold reared and threw the tall rider. It snowed, rained and hailed the same morning. Read verse out loud for pleasure. So this is the end of the test of the internal webcam and microphone on the Dell desktop. I have now switched to the Logitech 922 ProStream, and I'm using both, of course, the camera, but I'm also using the internal microphone in the webcam. The maximum resolution I can set the camera to, in Camtasia at least, in order to get 30 frames per second. This is 800 x 448, and there's a lot more compared to the internal camera. I got a lot more control over the camera, so I can zoom and pan and tilt electronically, which makes it it's very handy, especially if you wanna frame the shot correctly. So, but let me give you an idea about what the microphone sounds like. So I'll read the same test sentences once again. The small pop gnawed a hole in the sock. The fish twisted and turned on the bent hook. Press the pants and sew a button on the vest. The swan dive was far short of perfect. The beauty of the view stunned the young boy. 2 blue fish swam in the tank. Her purse was full of useless trash. The cold reared and threw the tall rider. It snowed, rained and hailed the same morning. Read verse out loud for pleasure. So this concludes the test of at least of the microphone for the Logitech 922. I will continue to use the camera, but will now try out some different microphones. So we're now continuing still with the Logitech 922 camera, but I have switched the microphone to the Shure MV51. So let's see what that looks like. By the way, it's set, there are different options on the microphone, and it is now set to speech profile. So I'll read the test sentences once again. The small pop gnawed a hole in the sock. The fish twisted and turned on the bent hook. Press the pants and sew a button on the vest. The swan dive was far short of perfect. The beauty of the view stunned the young boy. 2 blue fish swam in the tank. Her purse was full of useless trash. The cold reared and threw the tall rider. It snowed, rained and hailed the same morning. Read verse out loud for pleasure. So end of basically test of Shure MV51. Now I switched to the Zoom H2N microphone, and it has a couple of configurations, and this one is called XY, so it can do different directional patterns, but this one I believe is the one most suited for basically one person speaking. And the audio profile is set to studio. There's also a couple of different options there. Let me try to read the sentences once again. The small pop gnawed a hole in the sock. The fish twisted and turned on the bent hook. Pressed the pants and sew the button on the vest. The swan dive was far short of perfect. The beauty of the view stunned the young boy. 2 bluefish swam in the tank. Her purse was full of useless trash. The cold reared and threw the tall rider. It snowed, rained and hailed the same morning. Read verse out loud for pleasure. So end of Zoom H2N test on the built-in microphone. So now I'm still using the Zoom H2N to connect to the computer, but I have now attached an external mic, Røde or Røde if you prefer, a lavalier mic which sits on my t-shirt. So let me try to read the test sentences once again. The small pop gnawed a hole in the sock. The fish twisted and turned on the bent hook. Pressed the pants and sew a button on the vest. The swan dive was far short of perfect. The beauty of the view stunned the young boy. 2 bluefish swam in the tank. Her purse was full of useless trash. The cold reared and threw the tall rider. It snowed, rained and hailed the same morning. Read verse out loud for pleasure. So end of Røde or Røde lavalier mic connected through Zoom H2N. And the profile, by the way, is studio. Again, there's a lot of options there. I have now switched to the last microphone option, which is I would say, relatively cheap pair or cheap USB headset. Trust is the name, I believe. It was certainly not high-end, let me put it that way. So, but let me go through the test sentences once again so you can judge for yourself. The small pop gnawed a hole in the sock. The fish twisted and turned on the bent hook. Pressed the pants and sew a button on the vest. The swan dive was far short of perfect. The beauty of the view stunned the young boy. 2 bluefish swam in the tank. Her purse was full of useless trash. The cold reared and threw the tall rider. It snowed, rained and hailed the same morning. Read verse out loud for pleasure. So this concludes the test of all the audio devices. I hope you enjoyed it, and you find it useful. If you do, I would really appreciate if you liked or subscribed to my channel. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the section below. Thank you.